If you started touring homes in the Oklahoma City Metro recently, or you're about to, you may be handed a document before you even walk through the front door. And a lot of buyers sign it without fully understanding what it says. Today, I want to explain what that document is, why you're seeing it more often, and a few questions you should consider asking before signing anything. Hey, I'm Caleb Dobbs with the Cactus Trails team. My fiance Tissi and I help buyers throughout the Oklahoma City Metro, and this is one of the most common questions we hear from people beginning their home search. So let's break it down. In today's real estate markets, buyers may be asked to sign a written agreement with their agent before touring homes. That agreement outlines important details about the working relationship, including the services being provided, how the compensation is handled, and the scope of the agreement. One important thing to know is that real estate compensation has always been negotiable. Today, those conversations are simply happening more direct and transparently than many buyers have experienced in the past. And that's not a bad thing. In ways, it gives buyers a clearer understanding of who they're working with, what services are being provided, and what they're agreeing to before anybody moves forward. So what do you actually need to know? One common misconception is that signing an agreement automatically commits you to one agent for every property you might ever consider. In reality, agreements can vary significantly. Some may apply to a single property, some may cover a specific period of time or a broader home search. The details depend on the agreement and the brokerage involved. Before signing, take a few minutes to understand exactly what the agreement covers and how long it lasts. If anything is unclear, ask your agent to explain it in plain language. Another common misconception is that every transaction is structured exactly the same way. And in reality, compensation can be structured in a variety of ways depending on the transaction and the terms negotiated between the parties. Because every buyer's financial situation is different, understanding all potential costs associated with the transaction is an important part of planning ahead. The most important thing to ask is questions, and make sure you understand how compensation is addressed within the agreement and how it may relate to your specific transaction. Compensation is negotiable. Some buyers assume the compensation amount listed in the agreement is automatically fixed. Compensation is negotiable, and the terms should be clearly stated in the agreement itself. If you have questions about how the amount was determined or what services are included, ask. Your real estate professional should be able to explain the services they provide and answer questions about the agreement. Another point, understanding the relationship. Some people worry that once they sign an agreement, they permanently lock themselves into that relationship no matter what happens. Every agreement contains specific terms, and those terms can vary. Before signing, ask your agent to explain how the relationship works, what responsibilities each party has, and what options may be available if circumstances change. Understanding expectations up front can help avoid misunderstandings later. And one of our last points is not every agreement is identical. Many buyers assume every brokerage uses the exact same agreement with the exact same terms, and in reality, agreements, services, communication styles, experience levels, and business practices can differ from brokerage to brokerage and agent to agent. And when choosing a real estate professional, it's really important to consider more than just the paperwork. Consider their communication style, their local knowledge, their experience, their availability, and whether they're a good fit for your goals. Buying a home is one of the largest financial decisions many people will make, and choosing the right professional and the right person to help you find that goal matters. Here's what I'd encourage you to do before signing any agreement. Ask your agent to explain the agreement in plain language. Ask how compensation is addressed in the agreement. Ask what services are included. Ask about the scope and the duration of the agreement. Ask any questions you have before moving forward. You should never feel rushed into signing something you don't understand. Remember, the purpose of these agreements is transparency. The goal is for everyone involved to understand the relationship, the services being provided, and the terms being agreed to before moving forward. The specifics of any agreement can vary depending on the brokerage, agent, and circumstances involved. So it's important to carefully review the actual agreement you're being asked to sign and ask any questions if anything's unclear. If you're thinking about buying a home anywhere in the Oklahoma City metro, Tasia and I are always happy to help buyers understand the home buying process, discuss their options, and determine whether we're the right fit for your goals. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.